I'm in this home in Nara, and at, I believe, 3.5 million yen, something like that. Sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head, maybe around 30,000 USD. This is a pretty great property. It obviously isn't perfect and will need some renovations, the kitchen floor, the other bedroom downstairs. But overall, for this price, I think it's a really good property to consider. There's a lot of these kind of properties out there. If you're willing to get out of, here we go. If you're willing to get out of the city center, more into the countryside, this isn't really close to any train stations, anything like that, but a lot of our clients are okay with that, actually looking for something more in the countryside. So if you're willing to get outside and away from conveniences like being connected to Tokyo or Osaka, you can get pretty great properties at a really good price. 30,000 USD compared to what's going on in America right now. That is an absolute steal. And here's the home. It is 4.73 million, 30,000 USD, 2-story, 8DK, built in 1981, 131 square meters inside, 115 total for the land area. It is quite far from the station, about 2 miles from Koriyama Station. And I will say that this property has since been sold to our client, but just want to make this video to show the properties we are viewing and what is available, especially at this price range. I think previously it was actually labeled, registered as a farmhouse, and you could see some of the fields next to it. But as I said in the beginning of this video, if you're willing to get outside of the city center and have to drive to properties, then you will have more options at a much more affordable budget. So keep that in mind if you want to have the conveniences of the city and being connected and closer to airports. Of course, we can look for those properties as well. You will need to spend more or get less square meterage or quality for that home if you're not willing to, bring your budget up a little bit. But we do work with budgets of all sizes. Here's the entranceway and a couple of the rooms. Here's one room off to the right. You see these red X's on the floor. These are marking soft spots, and it was quite obvious just walking into the room. Pretty common and not that big of a fix. These homes, there's always going to be some kind of structural issues, some things that need to be upgraded with the home, so keep that in mind. If you want to avoid any renovations, then I would definitely suggest raising your budget if possible. Kind of a desk area by the window there. Here's a couple tatami rooms with some nice woodwork going on up to the right there. This little breezeway that's very common in these older Japanese homes. This is built in 1981, which was when they upgraded the earthquake standards for homes. So a lot of our clients do ask about that and want a home that's 81 or newer. And there's no real paperwork that's just going to be able to prove that. Some people are like, I need proof to show that this is the upgraded version. It's just the standards that were put in at the time. If the building's registered, then it is up to standard. See some leaking, some water stains going on the ceiling there. This is the first floor, so not sure where that would be coming from. But these are things that we always look for and definitely need to take note of. But you can see overall, especially for the price, 30,000 USD, this is a pretty nice home. Has a good feel. Didn't smell or anything like that. Tatami doesn't look too bad. Can always replace it in the future, but I think for the time being, if you wanted to leave it, it would be completely fine. I had a place exactly like this in my old house, and I put my record player and all my records there. And Japanese friends always got a kick out of that. Also, living in these kind of homes, I do have the experience of doing so. I lived in that old house here in Nagoya for about 4 years. It is very cold in the winter and pretty hot in the summer. I only had an aircon in one of my rooms. So if you have an aircon, you know, heating and cooling, it's not too bad. Here's one of the toilets. You can see it is the older squat style Japanese toilet that they retrofitted this newer style toilet seat on. That is a bit common in some of these older homes. Look down the hallway where we came in. Kitchen's off to the right. You can see I've got the floor open to look underneath at the foundation, which I always do if possible. Kitchen floor is a bit soft as well. Probably needs to be redone. Don't think this was a smoker's home, but you see a lot of the coloring going on in the wallpapers. All these things need to be taken into consideration when purchasing these older homes. Here's a quick look underneath. I think there are people watching these videos that have more expertise than I do, but I don't see any water damage or termite damage, I don't believe. It's just an access point and then used for a cooler. They're almost in all of the older homes and are even in some of the newer homes. When I'd have people over, we just use it as a cooler. I think people put vegetables in there as well. Kind of showing you how it fits in there. Maybe unneeded part of the video, but I like to show all the things that I'm doing. See another X there showing a soft spot, but these panels pop back on and there you go. Can already see the baby blue waiting in the back of the shower. The bathroom sink, you can see it's quite dated. Place for your washing machine right there. And a door that goes outside. A bit of a walkway at the end of the video. I go around the house. Lots of baby blue in this one. It's not too bad though. And the bath itself looks in pretty good condition. Not too small for being older. Now on to the second floor. 3 additional rooms up here and another toilet. There's the tatami room there. And a couple rooms back there. Down the hallway straight ahead is the second toilet. The more modern style. See a bit of gapping there, probably means some tilting to the foundation, which again is quite common. Western style room, basically meaning no tatami. The house itself, the structure, you know, when I get on the second floor, sometimes you can really feel that it's unstable. This one did not feel that way. See a random door laying there. Home is definitely, you know, a bit of a project. Back down the hallway into this tatami room. See some discoloration going on in the ceiling. I'm not sure if that's water damage or not. And back in this cul-de-sac, it is pretty private. There was an older man gardening next door, and I always try to talk to the neighbors when I'm around just to see if they have a tolerance for foreigners. And really nice guy, explained who I was and what I was doing. He's like, oh yeah, go ahead, no problem. So seemed like a nice enough guy. And then at the top of the stairs, we have one more room here. No closet in this room. There were closets in the other two. And there's the tour of the inside of the home. Always take a look around outside. And it didn't see too much cracking in the foundation, which is surprising for a home this age. Even in homes that are 20 years old, you know, you'll still see cracking at the bottom in the foundation. See the shutters all around as well. The house is completely shuttered up, so that's very nice if you're not going to be here long term. And you know, they're made for typhoons to protect from the weather when those typhoons come through. There's a place to connect the propane. So Nara, Wakayama, you know, South Osaka area, and Hanan, I've shown quite a few homes down there. These are all basically propane septic tanks, so not really connected to public services. However, there are sometimes you know, government money you can get to help to replace those kind of things, especially the septic tanks. I believe in Wakayama they'll pay half of what it costs to replace them because they want to encourage people to upgrade. Those ventilation holes are where you'll usually see the cracking, but again, it doesn't look too bad. Thank you guys so much for watching. Here's a turtle just having some of the summertime blues, hanging out with the fish. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.